You know, the things I love the most about investing, the one thing I would honestly say that I love the most about investing is the uncertainty. Now, I would also love to have a certainty to know exactly where things are going, like kind of have that knowledge to say, this is where it's going, this is how much I'm going to make in the end. I'm going to be a multimillionaire because this, it will happen, right? And I can say that and I believe that these things will happen, but in reality, these things could happen. They also have a chance to not happen. And the uncertainty is what makes it insanely interesting for me. And this is why exit plans will change. I'll say that I'll have a final exit plan, which I believe is my final one. And then things change and I don't have that final exit plan and things look a little bit different. Now, I've said in the past that I don't believe I will be a CRO millionaire. Now, looking into it, there could be a chance where I could be that. But again, it's not saying 100% that I won't. And also, even if it does only get to a certain level, if I'm collecting, a certain amount from APY, from staking, then I could potentially have some over the time with just having that growth and the amount that I'm gaining there. So, with all that being said, let's talk about why I will be a CRO millionaire. If you guys could hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to trade CRO, you want to leverage trade CRO, you can utilize my link for BTCC, which is the first link in the description. It is honestly a really good platform that I've been using for over a year now. And I've been able to make a decent amount of money, obviously, with the whole, collapse in the crypto market, like heavily. It was all based on the fact that you have seen some falls in leverage trading and some liquidations. But even with that being said, I'm still up on where I started with that investment. It's just I'm not at the same level. Right, I started with $500. I was able to now turn that into about 1,500. So back up to triple what I started with. So that's great to see. But if you guys want to get started yourself in leverage trading or in trading outright or in demo trading, feel free to check out my link for BTCC down below. If you specifically use my link, you'll get a 10% deposit bonus and extra bonuses up to $10,055. You can also trade up to a 500x leverage and get up to 40% lower trading fees. So feel free to check that out. Link is at the top of the description. Now, again, I've talked about Cronos, right? If we look at Cronos and where it stands right now, it's currently sitting at 14.16 cents. It's down by 5% or 5.5% in the day. We're seeing a $5.1 billion market cap, and the volume is looking at about $31 million, down about 4% over the last 24 hours. Now the circulating supply is sitting at 36 billion, while the total supply sits at a 98 billion coins or a max supply of 100 billion. Now, we don't know if we are going to see 100% of that supply get released. We could see some of that burn off. And again, that's more of the inconsistencies that we have there. But even if we do, that still you still start to look at it and say, like, where can this get to? Can it get to $100 billion market cap, a $200 billion market cap? And while some may say it'll be difficult to get to those levels, I do believe it'll be difficult to get to those levels, but the thing that it has that other cryptocurrencies don't have is a parent company that is part of a massive business for cryptocurrency, the crypto industry, and kind of moving that forward. So CRO or crypto.com is massive, and with the amount of CRO and how it's being used or utilized throughout CRO and throughout crypto.com and through Cronos chain and all of that, it really tells you that CRO will be a main part of this storyline, so long as that storyline does continue on the uptrend. So with that being said, it kind of tells you CRO is going to be big, right? CRO is going to be worth a lot more. Now, my projection for CRO in the beginning, right, I want to see $1 to $1.50. my max level that I was saying that I was going to get to was about a $3 level, which at a total market cap level, that's a $300 billion market cap. At a market cap level now, or supply level now, you're looking at about a $100 billion market cap at a $3 level. Now, I don't necessarily need it to get to a $10 or $100 level in order for me to become a CRO millionaire, to have $1 million from CRO or in that balance. I have a total of 400,000 CRO. Now, know that 200,000 of that is most likely going to be utilized to, or for the short term, to make, tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars. However, the the CRO that's left, that's staked for the credit cards, I plan on holding forever. I talked about it in one of my latest videos, is that I was going to hold CRO forever and collect on what I can have for the credit cards, as well as the rebates and all of that stuff there, to get the most out of CRO in my holdings. So I will have 200,000 CRO that I hold forever, meaning that I don't necessarily need to get to a $10 price point to have $1 million in CRO. I can get to a $5 price point, and then I will be at that level. So it's not necessarily, it doesn't have to be a crazy level to get to. It could be a $5 level. It could be a $150 billion market cap, $160 billion market cap. And now we're at a place to where my millionaire dream for CRO has happened, right? So the uncertainty of whatever is going to happen, right? We could see the future to where the amount of circulating supply gets decreased over time, right? Some gets held in the reserve, others, will see that burn off in a standard burn. Whatever the case may be, we now have a process to where CRO can be more valuable with less supply. So all I'm saying is that my exit plan that I had in place, where I was looking to take profit here, take profit there, and then eventually, take profit on the amount that I have left and have no CRO left, that's not the reality, right? The reality is what one of my latest videos was, where I'm going to keep 200,000 for the long term in staking my CRO, and being able to have the credit cards, and maybe even have the max level credit card where I get the most percentage back in CRO. And that means that I will be able to collect more CRO. I'll gather more APY wise, rebate wise, all of that stuff. And that will also go into the amount that I have left, or have in the long run. So I believe that I will, and I do have a larger chance of becoming that CRO millionaire here. Now, it's not a guarantee, right? I know that nothing is a guarantee, and that's why I'm not going to hold 400,000 for that point. Because technically, in order to become a CRO millionaire, I can hold 400,000 for a lot lesser of a time frame, right? I don't have to get to, I can get to about a $2 price point, a little bit over that. I can get to that $3 price point at a more recent level, more recent time frame, and have $1 million in CRO. But I also want to take profit in the short term, have some money for other investments as we move forward. But there is that stronger possibility to where I could become a CRO millionaire. And that's what I'm believing. Whatever you want to believe is whatever you want to believe. But this is my investment, and this is where I see the success going. So I want to know what you guys think about this. Do you believe that CRO will get to those price points? Will you become a CRO millionaire? Do you have a lot of CRO in your possession? Were you able to buy it at 5 cents or even lower? Because if you were, congratulations on doing that, and I'm so happy for you, and I want to see you succeed, just like a lot of other people are succeeding now, including me. I'm still up on my play, even though we've seen a massive drop off from the 30-cent price point down to where we are at 14 cents. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.